What's up, everybody? So in today's video, I do have a topic that most people wouldn't expect from me. You know, I literally just got off the phone with somebody and they wouldn't think that I've been in this predicament right here, this one right here. So I decided to title this video, oh wait, I think I got the wrong thing up here, but I decided to title this video, How I Manage Being Ghosted by Ugly Chicks. I know nobody wants to be ghosted, but even a nice looking brother like myself has been ghosted. Y'all probably like, what? You of all people has been ghosted? Of course. You know, nobody's, able to escape this stuff. Unless you don't go out on dates or make the effort to go on the dates. So yeah, I've been ghosted by an ugly woman before, but this is how I've learned from it. So instead of me keep going out with these women, I say, you know what? I'm not going to keep letting this shit happen. I decided to come up with a solution to being ghosted by women, and it's quite simple. Don't invite women out on dates. And y'all probably like, why don't you go on dates with women? Why don't you want to go on a date with a woman? It's like, look, I'm not going on no date with no woman that does not show a genuine interest in me. So unless I could get confidence and proof that the woman actually likes me for who I am and wants to genuinely go out with me, then I'm not going out. And y'all thinking, well, maybe you gotta take her out, you gotta go spend some money, you gotta go hang out with her to get the proof. But if you don't go out there, how would you know? It's simple. You're not about to text her to death, so that's not the solution. The solution is to actually talk to her on the phone, speak to her, listen to her, understand her vocals. Does she sound interested in talking to you? Does she sound excited to speak to you? Does she sound enthusiastic to hear your voice? If you answer no to all three of these things, then don't invite her on a date. Do not take a woman on a date that does not sound like she wants to be in your presence. If she cannot give you time today to talk on the phone, if she does not sound like she's enjoying the phone call, y'all talk for a whole, hour on the phone, she only laughed 3 times, just chuckle, or not even that, then I'm not inviting her out. Do not invite a woman out that you're not sure of. So I'm trying to tell y'all, like, I've saved a lot of money by not doing that and only inviting the women out that actually like me. So when I invite those women out, we have fun. I get what I want, she get what she want, and we just have a nice day. This is how it should go. Do not go out with people that don't actually want to be out with you. There are women that will say, yeah, I guess I can't talk on the phone, but we can go out and get some food. Man, fuck that. No, you don't take a woman out on no date unless she genuinely likes you. Don't offer no woman no food because it's essentially bribing her. If a woman doesn't sound like she wants to go out with you and then you offer her, oh look, we can go to Six Flags or Kalahari, then all of a sudden she want to go out, you're paying for her time. You're paying for her attention. Attention and time, these two things don't cost money, and you can't get this out of somebody, then you don't want to sit there and talk to them at all. So the main reason I actually bring this up is not to rant on about my mishap and everything, because I ain't even told y'all what happened in my story, but I will get to it eventually. But it's mainly this guy's right here. He said he's seeking advice on being ghosted. Nothing like being ghosted. Yes, I've done it. I've ghosted a woman in the past. And man, I never ghosted a woman. I just block their number. So if I just feel like there's not a genuine connection, I'm not talking to you. I'm done. And that's just how I am. Other people, you will actually continue dragging this shit on. I'm not dragging nothing on. But this guy right here says he's seeking advice on being ghosted. It says, hey guys, I want to ask a genuine question here. I met a girl at a speed dating event and thought she was really attractive. I didn't get the chance to talk to her during the event because it was quite chaotic. But when she was about to leave, I asked if I could talk to her since I hadn't had a chance earlier. And that's cool. Look, I think there's nothing wrong with this dude. Dude actually went to the speed dating event and had enough balls to say, fuck it, I'm about to talk to her regardless. I don't care about a 1 minute time limit. But, I have heard rumors that they have these speed dating things and they actually send out flyers and notifications to women. They pay the women to show up just so that they have this type of event going, and men to show up with, getting their hopes up to actually find a woman when they just there for free drinks or something. I mean, I have no confirmation or proof of this, but I've definitely heard about this. So if this is really the case, I wouldn't even feel bad if I was to do, but at least he's getting the courage to talk to women so he don't have to keep coming to weak events like this and, getting shot down. It said, she said yes. What did he say? I asked if I could talk to her since I haven't had a chance. She said yes. So we sat and talked for a while. Honestly, I'm a nervous guy and have never dated before due to my social anxiety. I mustered all the courage I had to talk to her, and while it wasn't great, it wasn't the end of the world either. Exactly. And I think where men go wrong is that they think that you gotta have some magical handbook, some rule guide to speak to women. If a woman really likes you, man, she's not gonna make all these rules up. She's gonna be just feeling it. She's gonna laugh about it. Whatever you're talking about, women will laugh at the dumbest shit, man. You could be talking about how you eat Play-Doh or, put boogers in your ear, and that's so funny that you do that. If she likes you, man, she'll find humor, whatever you're talking about. If not, the girl can give you that blank stare, what they call it, the deer in the headlight type of look. But, I guess this is a learning experience for him. He said, I asked her questions, and at the end, I asked for her number, which she gave me. Later that night, I asked if she wanted to hang out for dinner, but she ghosted me and hasn't replied. Look, that's cool. At least this man had the energy and the courage and the balls to go ask a woman out on a date, and him being a very nervous person, he actually got to get that out. So he not like, man, I wish I would have said this, because there's a lot of men that wish that they would have the courage the same way that this nervous man had. Like they don't have that same courage. So kudos to him and everything. Even though the girl ghosted him, it is what it is, man. Don't even feel bad about it. But this whole dinner thing right here that he got listed, I wouldn't invite a woman out for dinner. This is from my own personal experience, my own personal, beliefs and stuff. No woman is getting a free meal out of me at all. Like, if you ain't gonna pay me with your time and attention and energy, you're not getting no damn food. Take your ass home. Go eat your own food. Go get your own food. I'm not paying for nothing. If there's no genuine connection, the answer is no. So I think this is what we kind of went wrong at. What I would have done in his situation, I would have got her number, and I would just call her randomly like a boyfriend would, because you don't really hear boyfriends asking a girlfriend, what's a good time for us to talk? When are you going to be free to talk to me? I'm just going to call her, and if we can't have a good conversation, you don't get no damn date. So let's go down. It says, this makes me wonder why every girl I've asked out, regardless of their attractiveness, age, or body type, has ghosted me and not replied to my messages. Yeah, right here, while I'm assuming, unless you get in the voicemail and you're leaving voicemail messages, I'm assuming you sitting there texting, hey, hi, my name is Marcus, or my name is Tyrese, or my name is Chad. How's everything going? Women hear that shit all the time, and I just don't think texting is a good form of communication for a long-term communication. Any woman I talk to, or any woman I have talked to, they know how I operate. Don't text me to death, man. I get annoyed with that shit. So what I say, look, just call me, man. Get all the damn words out. If you got something to say, go ahead and speak the 4 hours of paragraphs out, because when we done talking, I'm about to go back to doing my YouTube videos. I'm about to go back to my own little world, working on my website, what I got at the bottom of this page, Labz.com. Right now, I'm building my own little e-commerce business so I can make some money, some real money, and start working for folks. I'm trying to do all that. So I don't have time to be like texting all day. Save that texting for a guy you don't like. You got something to say to me, then you say it over the phone or say it in person. I don't waste time like that. And this man up there talking about all he getting is ghosted and they not replying to this message. Stop messaging women. Be a busy person. Have some shit going on in your life. Then he said, why would she choose to ghost me instead of just saying she isn't interested? Because women could be indirect due to men being nervous creeps. You already said you nervous and stuff. Well, what if you decided to turn to Jason or Freddy on her, and now she got to run for her life because you can't take the answer of no? So this is like one of the biggest reasons why women give men numbers, and then they clarify they got the right number so they can block it. Then the man said, she could have simply replied to a message just stating her disinterest. I would do the same if I were in her position, and trust me, I have done that before. But this keeps happening every single time, and I feel dejected each time. Man, I wouldn't even care, man. I think, like I said before, man, stop texting these women, talk to them, engage them in conversation, try to hear the emotional you know, and the emotions in their voice and stuff. And if there's no emotional effort coming from her, then why don't offer her no date? Don't be telling her, oh, I just had a pleasant time talking to you on the phone, and before you got the phone, I want to say one last thing. Let me offer you some food. No, don't do none of that stuff. Don't offer her nothing. Take time to actually evaluate what you felt and actually listen. Like, think about what happened in that conversation. You up there getting rejected over and over, and you feel like this is like knocking you down. Don't feel knocked down. Don't feel sad at all. Take all these women that rejected you and learn from it. Take this as the building blocks of life when it comes to dating and relationship, and combine it together till you reach the top of it and you become confident and see the pattern so they don't keep happening to you. What they say, the definition of sanity is doing the same thing and expecting different results. How are you going to learn to talk to women if you keep doing the same thing? You keep saying, I have done this before, but this time it keeps happening every single time. Stop doing the same shit. Do something a little bit different every time until you get it right. Keep tweaking the system until you get it. It says, I don't know what to do anymore. I treat people with respect and try to get to know them. I wear nice clothes and take care of my hygiene. I've tried asking every girl for feedback. What? Stop asking women, man. Why are you asking these women? Women don't tell you the truth all the time. Women tell you what you need to hear. They tell you the emotional stuff, not the factual stuff. They tell you what sounds nice versus the truth. Most women not gonna tell you the truth, I'm telling you. But you can ask a woman, they're gonna say, yeah, you're such a good guy. Any woman would be lucky to have you, but they don't want your ass. Well, why don't they want you? But any woman would be lucky to have you. Think about it. They're not telling the truth. They're telling you what you want to hear because they care about your feelings, not the facts. Then you said, but they don't provide any. Well, like I just said, I'm confused about what I might be doing wrong here. Listening to women telling you not the truth. That's what they're doing, telling you fake stuff. I'm genuinely looking for a partner, and I feel down every time this happens. And I have waited long enough. Look, as long as you don't turn to the vindictive, vengeance, you know, type of angry type of guy and bitter and stuff, because women rejecting you, you cool, man. Just keep going out there. The more comfortable you get with getting rejected, the less you will care. Me personally, look, if I am in a runt or a dry spell, fuck it. Hey, look, you ain't that bad looking. And I wouldn't say that, but you feel me, man. I'm gonna go push up on something and try to get something out of it, and somebody gonna bite. I'm not about to sit there and get rejected over and over and feel sad about it. Look, somebody gonna do something for me, and that's just what it's gonna be. So let's go down to some of these comments. Hopefully they don't give this man some positive inspiration when it comes to getting rejected, getting ghosted by a female. It says, I don't think this is a woman. It says, women avoid rejecting men to their faces because 1, they don't want to. They want to avoid the awkward situations. 2, they feel bad. 3, they don't want to upset a man and be hurt by them. Same thing I just said, right? This is the way the game is for men. Try to find out why you're not getting past this step. You're doing something wrong, which is a good thing because this means you can fix it. Yeah, as long as you're not in prison, you got time to make it work. The next person said, is what it, I think it said, it is what it is. You've made progress on your usual efforts, and that's a win in my eyes. Same here. It says, this is a numbers game. Keep trying and progressing. And yes, women don't want to reject you. It's not something they enjoy doing. Don't ask women for feedback. They will never completely be honest with you. Ask men. Yep, I tell a man on Harvey, like, damn, dude, what a damn deodorant. You smell like Arby's, man. Put some damn deodorant on. You stink. You think your teeth look nice? Nah, that stuff look ugly, man. Put some veneers in or something. You know, I'll be honest with the dude. I tell you that your breath stink or something like that. But women, they might dance around it and then talk about that shit behind your back and everything. And ultimately, this is what I feel. Like the man said above, he said that it is a numbers game. I've said in one of my previous videos, maybe like sometime last year, that you probably need to talk to about 100 women, and out of that 100 women, 90 of them gonna tell your ass no, and out of the 10 that might say yes, only 2 of them you could take serious, you know. So that is a low number, especially starting off. But 2 out of 100 is better than 0, right? And you will never get to that number unless you try. So the next, well, hold on, did I finish everything? Yeah, I did. Let's go to the next person. This guy, you know, he always gives decent advice. I'm wondering what he got to say. It says, I didn't get a chance to talk to her during the event because it was quite chaotic. He said, is this really the reason? Success in dating goes to men who find a way despite their environment and circumstances, not those who blame things on their environment. Yep. He said, I asked if I could talk to her since I hadn't had a chance earlier. Then he said, depends on how you phrase this, but this sounds a bit hyper-formal and permission-seeking to me. Yeah, it does. Can I please talk to you? Can I please get some of your time? I ain't doing that. I'm about to go ahead and brush up next to the girl. Something, man. Apparently, you don't forget to talk to the most important person at the event, which is me. What's your name? My name's Tyshawn, by the way. That's what I'm gonna hit her with. You ain't about to just pass me up like I'm some peasant. Stop playing, man. Then he said, I would have just gone over there and held my hand out and said, have we met yet? Haven't we met yet? Etc. It's a speed dating event. People are there to meet others, so just go for it. And the next time, with more certainty and familiarity, I think I said that word right. This is how you make impact in the waning minutes of the event like that. And who knows, you might hit it off so well that you decide to go to another bar and then there for a drink. Yeah, so like I said, dude basically said the same stuff as me. He's not about to sit there and just let a timer dictate how you talk to a woman. Look, I'm a whole ass human. Just because y'all set some event up, don't mean I have to follow the rules. Look, I'll break whatever rules that's necessary that's not going to land me behind bars to get what I need to get done. So you think I'm about to wait for a timer to talk to a woman? If I got to yell across the table like, hey, you look good. It is what it is. You know, I'm waiting on that shit. He said, honestly, I'm a nervous guy and I've never dated before due to my social anxiety. I mustered all the courage I had to talk to her, and while it wasn't great, it wasn't the end of the world either. Then the man responded, I mean, usually when guys talk like this, it means you were way too anxious to leave a positive impression. Yeah, you don't want to be thirsty, man. Like, you just gotta say something. He said, that's no knock. Respect for putting yourself out there, but you need to keep doing that consistently so you are able to present the most confident, assured, and outcome-independent version of yourself. Stop talking to everyone throughout your day, not just women, but you also need to be talking to more women. Exactly. Me personally, I talk to women on a regular. I don't care if I don't want your ass. I joke with anybody. Like, hey man, those some extra thick glasses. I'll just be joking. Like, I don't mean no harm, but you know, I don't have a problem talking with women. I'm confident just being in any situation with a man or a woman. And that's where a lot of men go wrong at. They just so, you know, robotic that they get into the presence of the woman. They want to get all professional or make sure they don't say nothing to offend her. Instead of doing that, man, look, roll the dice and see where it lands. Who cares, man? It ain't all about impressing a woman. What if the woman you're trying to impress is actually a guy? Or what if the woman you're trying to impress actually doesn't like you, but yet you're going out your way to make her feel comfortable? Nah, it is what it is, man. Take a joke, or you don't take a joke. Then you said, way too much 0 to 100. First, as mentioned above, it's likely that the interaction wasn't strong enough, and it certainly wasn't strong enough to immediately go straight to plans with someone you had a very short, middling conversation with. Instead, you need to get there some rapport and attraction going. So the only thing that was required at the start was sending a message playfully, calling back to something you guys connected on, and signing your name. I would have done that probably the next day, not the same night of. Then you get a short back and forth going, which also gives insight. Then you get I read it already, based on if how she's responding on her interest level. Yeah, like, to some extent, that's exactly what I would have done. But like I said before, I'm not going to text a woman and start building a conversation through text message. If I already got your number, what they say, your fate is sealed, Superman. I'm going to call this woman, probably later on when it is convenient to me. And if she isn't available at the time, I'm not going to call her back again and keep bugging her like the IRS or some person, some recruiter trying to get you to take a job or nothing like that. But you seen my phone call. That's how I look at it. And I'm not going to sit there and subject myself to texting a woman over and over and get into the hamster wheel routine of just texting women. I refuse to be in that. Then you said, then you ask her out. Asking a woman out should never be a Hail Mary or like you're firing blind, but many men operate like it is. You're skipping steps with with a woman, let's say all with a woman you barely know and likely didn't have the greatest interaction with. Yep, they do, but I gotta say this, I gotta say this, I gotta do that, and then I must ask her out and go for the gold. And then that's how you get ghosted as well, if trying to go for the gold. Don't do all that. Take your time and listen to your internal thoughts. How do you feel? How did it feel, you and her having a conversation? Did it feel like she liked talking to you? Do you feel like she actually cared about what you were saying? Did she even answer the phone? If a woman doesn't answer the phone when you're calling her, I'm not asking you to open no damn text message. You didn't even answer the phone. I'll wait. And if you never call me back, I'm never texting you back. Simple as that. I'm not texting you at all. Like, what the fuck I gotta text for? Look, talk to me on the phone. I can get the whole conversation out within 1 hour. Give me 1 hour, and I will know if it's worth talking to you or not. And a lot of dudes that I keep saying, keep offering the damn food dates and offering any day. I'm not offering 0 dates. You're not going golfing. We're not riding scooters. We're not going for walks. We're not getting coffee. We're not getting no food. I'm not taking you nowhere shopping unless we talk on the phone and I can confirm that you actually like me. This texting is just outdated, man, and this is foolishness. It says, add to it, you've asked her out on a dinner date, which I would not advise you to do for a first date. Instead, keep it low key, low investment like drinks or coffee. A dinner date is especially bad in this case, considering that if you register as anxious to talk to her, now you're proposing a potential awkward sit down across from her, from each other, where you can only rely on talking and there are no easy outs. That's a bad idea for you, and she's probably thinking the same thing if she's even interested. Yeah, and this is what I'm talking about. You can have that same interaction by talking to a woman over the phone. If the woman seems actually genuinely interested in talking to you over the phone, you could assume that y'all might have a great conversation in person as well, because over the phone, there's no money involved in this. There's not much investment. This only thing you're investing in offering is time. Both of you guys, time are important. So if she's not willing to give you some of her time, she's not giving her money or spending, currency on her, then she ain't the one to be talking to, because you shouldn't be having to pay for that. You give them your time as well. Isn't your time important? I think my time important. If you think my time ain't important, then yours ain't important. I'm not hanging out with you. It's a fair trade. So let's continue on, man. It says, let's see, man. Old boy had a lot to say. I might have to go to the next person. It said, for this person, holiday gas, whatever they might be talking about, because this is in regards for the people tuning in right now of how this man could get over being ghosted, because it hurts every time. Like, nobody wants to keep getting ghosted. The guy said, look, man, if you think connection come easy, think again. You think the NFL or NBA stars get to the top by luck? Nope. They grind. Dating is no different. If social skills are a struggle, start training. Treat every conversation, every interaction like practice. Get comfortable talking casually with everyone you meet. Cashiers, strangers, whoever. The more you do this, the more natural it becomes, and the less intimidating it will feel when it's someone you're interested in. You know what I like about this actual statement right here? They actually made sense with this statement. They made it easy for me to read. Some of these statements they have on here, there's like a lot of broken English, so I can't really break it down. It says, and when it's a game time, go for it. Let's say go for it with confidence. Don't make the mistakes of showing up timid and hoping for magic. Women are drawn to assertiveness and confidence. So once you've got the basics down, start tuning up the dominance and taking charge of the conversation. Yeah, like, I don't know. I think me personally, when I talk to a woman, I don't really have like some type of game plan. Like, step 1, ask her this. Step 2, ask her this. Step 3, ask her this. I don't say none of that shit. I talk about whatever I feel, because ultimately you guys are having a regular conversation, and this girl's gonna be your girl. A lot of times you're not gonna be spending money, or y'all just gonna be talking about y'all day and regular shit. Like, I talk about regular stuff. Anytime I call a woman, I'm like, hey man, what you been up to? What did you do today? I want her to tell me what all she did, and I can elaborate off of that. I don't sit there and ask a woman, so how's your day? See what I mean? It's a difference between that. What did you do today? Meaning, she could tell you about certain things. How was your day? Doesn't really mean shit. You can say, oh, it was fine. And then it ends right there. She said, how was yours? Oh, it was great. It just ends right there. No, you don't ask you little, what they call it, closed questions. You ask open-ended questions so you can get them to engage in the conversation, so you can keep it going. If she tell you, oh yeah, I just got off the clock and everything, and I was talking with my work buddy Jimmy the Butcher, and he's out there just butchering chickens or sheeps or whatever Jimmy butchering, and it almost hit me, and I was so terrified. You see how I'm talking about what really happened? Imagine you asking a woman how her day was versus what did she do today. There's a big difference. You'll get different results. So try using that instead. It said, man, I probably read about like one more. Man, everybody had a lot to offer this dude because he was just like ready to give up on life. So these are the last two I'm gonna read. This one and the one below it, cause like that was the end. And I'm gonna tell you about how I managed dealing with getting ghosted by an ugly chick. It says, that's because you make the common mistake of thinking men and women are equal. Women are indirect while men are direct or supposed to be anyways. Providing her number is easy, non-confrontational, less risk for you to harm her over a bruised ego or the inability to handle rejection. Yup. This guy is saying the same thing that I said. Women will get our number, walk about 100 feet, and then block your ass. Or what they do, they say, yeah, give me your social media, give me your Instagram. Then you get her Instagram, you find out she got a husband, and now you mad because she don't allow you to waste your time. It says, as for what they're ghosting you, think about it. Would you buy anything for a salesman that didn't sound too sure about themselves or what they were selling? A lack of confidence is unattractive. Then the fact that you're looking for a partner, it speaks to neediness. The guy that women find attractive isn't looking for a partner or to settle down because he's that guy and has options. So why would he? That's how I think, man. I'm not about to sit there and just like, I just gotta find me a woman. I gotta find somebody to be in my life. That's not my ultimate goal in life. Right now, I think one of my biggest goals is to become successful. Every time I feel like I hit the pinnacle of whatever I'm trying to be successful at, I want to go do something else. It might not be directly related to what it was, but I'm always trying to go to the next level when it comes to certain things. So it's not always the same thing. Some people, they get into a career and then they say, I want to be like a STNA, then I want to be a LPN, then I want to be a RN, then I want to be the director of nursing. They stay in the same field and slowly climbing. Me, I don't really do that. I probably get to the top of this field, and now I got this skill set acquired. Now I want to go to the top of something completely different. That's just how certain people are and stuff. But if you aren't that guy, you don't have too many options, you will fall into the category of a person that doesn't have options. And women don't like men that don't have options, that act desperate. I'm not trying to say that women want a man that has a bunch of females, but they don't want a guy that's desperate to be with them because it's going to come off as that you're weak. And women don't want weak men. They want men that can handle themselves and lead the way. It says, but some with little to no option is needy, desperate, and is looking to be tied down with anyone that will give them the time of day. Focus on yourself. Change your mindset. Put yourself on a pedestal instead of women, and they'll see you the same way. Yeah, I'll definitely put myself up there. I take care of myself. I wake up, I look in the mirror. I'm like, yeah, I'm a handsome looking dude and everything. I deserve to get this, and that. And women aren't the priority, the highest priority in my life. Success is way higher than women as a priority in my life. A woman come and go as they please, man. I'm not sitting there gonna be putting like a woman on a pedestal because that's just not how it's supposed to be. As a man, you're supposed to have a purpose, and if your purpose is just booty and chasing booty, man, you're gonna be losing a lot of money, man, because booty comes and goes. So the last person said this: ghosted means that she isn't interested in you. There's only one solution. Work on yourself. Make yourself undeniable. Lift weights, eat clean, dress sharper, improve your career. Be more knowledgeable. You'll become a better version of you. This will bring confidence. Confidence will change how people treat you and how you treat yourself. The you right now isn't desirable to women you want. Work on it. Stop complaining about the females. I'm sure there's females out there that would desire you, but you don't desire them. Make yourself desirable to those you desire. And this is the problem with most men and women alike. Many men and many women get upset saying that there's nobody out there that likes them, but ultimately it's the fact that we have standards that's beyond our actual level, especially look-wise. You thinking that you being like a dude that looks like a 3.5 deserve a woman that looks like an 8. Man, you know you don't. even if you feel that way, let's be realistic. The odds of her dating you is pretty low. What you need to be going for is something that's probably equivalent to your level, because you need to be realistic. So if you are a 3, you might want to go ahead and date your twin flame, the other ogre. Y'all could be 2 Shreks in this motherfucker. Y'all both could be happy together and stuff. But you up there shooting for the stars and you get upset when you don't get it. Or it's the same thing for a woman. Woman, I know they ain't attractive, would try to talk to me and I give her a time of day and she probably, oh yeah, I got this attractive guy. Nah, I'm confident, I'm big headed. And what I'm gonna do if he doesn't do what I say to do, I'm gonna ghost him. So let me tell y'all about an event that I've done a long time ago. I accidentally got myself ghosted, man. I wish I had never done this, but this is something that I deserved. I deserved to get ghosted in this moment. So I decided, talk to the little woman. She wasn't that pretty, but I'm like, this like I said, a while back. And I said, I give her my number, but this is before I had the knowledge that I have now. I said, you know what? Let me go ahead and set a date at this restaurant. I know it got a bowling alley attached. And when I set a date at the restaurant, I made a huge mistake. It was at like a 5-star restaurant. I'm like, what? So I already showed up here. By the time I got to the location, saw what it was, my mouth dropped because I know this wasn't what I planned on doing. The first date, you're taking a woman to a 5-star restaurant like a damn simp, like a thirsty dude that don't get no butt. Of course, it's going to convey to a woman that you're a weak man and that you don't talk to women a lot. So yeah, we went out there, we talked and everything, we went on a date and everything, and then I guess the second day we supposed to went out, and my ass is almost to the location of the date, but she already had like this little negative impression due to the fact that I don't put a nice guy maneuver. I get halfway there, old girl like some, oh man, I don't think this is gonna work. In my head, I'm like, I didn't want to go off and everything, but I'm a calm person, so I'm like, alright, that's cool with me. And after that, I just blocked her. I'm like, what else we gotta talk about? Like, I don't care about going out with you. You said and you did what you did, and I'm like, this kind of sucks, This would it feel like to be ghosted? I'm like, nah, this ain't happening ever again, man. So until a woman proves to me that she actually wants to go out with me, I'm not going out with no woman. Show me that you're real and that you really like me. Otherwise, I'm not going to waste my time. So with that being said, like I said, I'm still working on my website. If y'all want to go in there, check it out, maybe buy something, I would appreciate it. But ultimately, I got one last question for you. One last question for y'all, man. How many ugly people or people that you felt like was not on your level done ghosted you or played you, made you look like a fool when you know that they didn't deserve you in the first place? I know it's been a few and I ain't gonna talk about all of them. So that being said, leave a like, comment, or subscribe. This your boy Labz, and I'm out.